So I've mentioned several times on this channel that I would like to cut down on my meat consumption for environmental and ethical reasons. And one of my viewers rightfully pointed out to me that there are a whole host of good vegetarian dishes that I should try out. But the thing is, vegetarian dishes don't really scratch that itch for meat. And that's why I am always on the lookout for good plant-based meat alternatives. So a while back I made a video about some vegan nuggets that I found at my local supermarket. So if you're interested, you can check out the video. I'll put a link somewhere up here. And at that time, the nuggets did not impress me in terms of their taste. So just last week, as I was doing my grocery shopping, I chanced upon this product called the Incredible Burger, not to be confused with the Impossible Burger. And before I get into the product itself proper, I want to talk a little bit about its marketing. So this product is made by Nestle, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with the company because it is, after all, the largest food company in the world. And they have all the means available to them to properly market and brand this product. And they chose to give it a name that kind of suggests that it's a cheap knockoff of Impossible Burger. Of course, they can call this the Impossible Burger because they will get into all sorts of problem with copyright issues. But still, it's quite a feat to have so much resources and make your product sound like a knockoff. It's like calling a multi-million-dollar fast food chain some Mackie and Donald's, something like that. Everyone's a critique. So now let's talk about the patties themselves. And because you eat with your eyes as well, I'm going to talk a little bit about how the patties look. Well, first of all, when it is raw, the patty looks like a piece of very lean burger. Imagine a piece of meat burger, but without any streaks of fat. But its red coloring is also a little bit off. It doesn't really look like a piece of meat. It has more of a beetroot kind of red, which is understandable considering beetroot is one of the ingredients found inside the burger. Also, when you are cooking it, it does give off some meat juice, which is very different from something like a piece of tofu. So when you're pan frying a piece of tofu, it doesn't really give off much fluids. The biggest difference in my opinion, is when the patties are cooked. So when they are done, they retain their characteristic red coloring, unlike, say, a piece of meat, which turns slightly grayish. So that really kind of throws you off a little when you're eating it. So now let's come to the most important part. How does the Incredible Burger taste? The too long didn't read version is I am extremely impressed by how it tastes. I was sharing this 2-pack with someone else, and the person was equally impressed with the Incredible Burger. And I think its texture is where the Incredible Burger really shines, because it does really have a meaty texture. You know, when you're biting into a piece of burger, it's not just mushy, it's a bit springy, and it does have a bit of chew to it. Unlike, say, a tofu sausage, when you do get the kind of chewiness with the Incredible Burger. But where I am slightly confused is by its flavor. So I'm not too sure what kind of meat it is trying to imitate. Is it pork? Is it beef? But it tastes like it doesn't taste like any kind of meat that I have tasted before. It doesn't taste like chicken. Doesn't taste like beef. Doesn't taste like pork. If anything, I think the closest thing description that I have for the Incredible Burger in terms of its flavor is that it kind of tastes like a slightly less sweet char siu, which is kind of a Cantonese style roast pork. So if you have never had char siu, just visit one of your local Hong Kong style cafe or restaurant. They may have that on offer. So yeah, overall I am super impressed by the Incredible Burger, and I think the most important thing though is how far we have come in terms of plant-based meat substitute. For example, in the past we only have things like vegan sausages. Those things do not taste as good as this, and I am excited for the future, and I'm excited for the progress in this area of plant-based meat substitute. So thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. If you've enjoyed this video, you can help me out by gently patting the like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. So as always, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you next time.